Hello everyone, welcome to CSP2P. So let's start C Sharp basics. So before moving to C Sharp, we must need a IDE. So that is integrated development environment, right? So what is that? What is IDE? So IDE is nothing but a software which provides some facilities to the software developers for their development works, right? So basically it consists of compiler and debugger and also the source code editor. Okay, by using that IDE, software developers can write their codes, debug their codes and compile their codes. Okay, so nowadays in market the most popular IDE for .NET is where we can write the C Sharp code, that is Visual Studio. Okay, so we are going to use that one, Visual Studio. So let's see Visual Studio, correct? So this one we need to download. Some people are using VS Code also, which is lightweight, but the thing is VS Code is a source code editor. Okay, so if you are using VS Code, then you need to add some packages whenever you require, and there are so many things you need to add and configure there. Then only you will be able to compile your code. So let's move to Visual Studio. Okay, so we are going to use Visual Studio. Let me show you how you can download that. Okay, so go to Google, you can type it Visual Studio. Okay, simply Visual Studio. Okay, here you can go to download also directly and see it's showing now Visual Studio 2022. You can download this one, or if you want to download the earlier version, you can go down and you can see here. Okay, this is older downloads. Okay, here all the earlier versions here, 19 and 17, 15, 13. Okay, so I would suggest you can go for 19 or 2022, right? So if you want to download this 19, you can click on this download. Okay, and it will ask you for some sign in. You can give your ID, Microsoft ID. Okay, if you don't have a Microsoft ID, you need to create that one. Okay, using your Gmail ID. Okay, so once you give that, it will automatically download. Okay, so I will create a separate video for that, how you can download and how you can set up all these things. I will create a separate video for that. If you guys actually need this, please put a comment in the comment section so that I will create a separate video for all the setup kind of things. Okay, so I have my Visual Studio already installed in my system, so let's go into that. Okay, let's open Visual Studio. Okay, so this is my Visual Studio, right? So here you can see create a new project. Okay, create a new project. So I'm clicking on that, create a new project. Okay, so now I will create a console application. Okay, now I will create a console application. So here console application .NET Framework C Sharp. Okay, language is C Sharp, correct? So now click on next. Okay, so this is a skeleton. This is the structure that Visual Studio is providing. Okay, when you creating that console application, so initially Visual Studio is creating a structure for you, okay, where you can edit your source code, right? So for the time being you forgot this namespace and what is that, using that system and all. So I will explain you briefly about these this using, what is that, using the namespace system and this takes. I will explain each, okay, in later part. For the time being you forget all these things. Let's see. I'll show you how the how you will be able to write code in C Sharp. Okay, so suppose I want to show you hello world simply. Okay, so I want to show you hello world. So console dot write line, right? Console dot write line, correct? So inside that I am giving a double quote, hello C Sharp, correct? So let me save this, and to run this we need to go to this start button. Okay, so here I am clicking on the start. Let's see what happened. What happened? So we have written the code here, console.writeLine hello C Sharp. Now the thing is, compiler compiled this successfully, and our code also ran successfully, but it just came up and goes away. So we tell the compiler now, okay, to wait unless we have not read the output, right? So how we will tell the compiler? Here we need to write console dot read line, right? Console dot read line. Once we write that, the output, once the output will appear, it will stay, it will not goes back. Okay, let's see. See, now we're saying, hey compiler, please stop, I need to see the output. Okay, so now compiler is showing the output. See, this is hello world, right? So if I'm writing here another statement, let's see, console.write hello India, right? So let me show you hello C Sharp, hello India, right? So these are two lines, right? Suppose, see here it is showing console dot, I have written console dot write line. Okay, so if instead of write line, if I simply write, okay, so here I have written console dot write, okay, console dot write hello C Sharp. So what will happen? It will not break the line. Okay, see, it does not break the line. After hello India, it break the line because we have written here write line. If I remove this one also, right, so cursor will be in the same place. See, let me show you. See, cursor in the same place, not break the line, right?